Woody, have you been keeping up with Andrew Tate's poetry?
I saw his, I look at myself with a full head of hair, and I hardly recognize myself. Then I look into my eyes, and there I am. You can't break me. Is this? I'm paraphrasing.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, you don't have a full head of hair.
Can we get an Andrew Tate picture, please, Zach?
Yeah, show us his
full
head of
hair. He was bald by choice, and then he goes 3 days in captivity, and it looks like he's gotten Bosley hair implant surgery before pictures done.
Well, so he's got thin hair, but he's also biracial, so it's kind of kinky as well, which makes it, I don't know, it's very unique looking what he's got going on. Yeah, he's been tweeting these poems, which I guess he passes along notes, and then his boy tweets them out from the outside because he ain't got a phone in there.
Full
if he did
hair.
That's not.
I think they found.
Bro,
didn't they find that guy's passport in the rubble on 9/11?
That head looks a little better than the first picture. That's a funny. His chin's totally missing though. When he was the man,
this is your alpha male.
Sigma.
He did a pretty good job of representing himself, and he would win battles unless it was against Greta. But now that he can't defend himself, he just sort of launches a poem and can't reply. He is just getting beat up by the internet.
Well, if he gets out and gets vindicated, then things will go well for him. But I don't
know if he gets back on
this
top.
guy's never been my guy. I watched him and
well, that's good to know.
Well, see, anybody
could
who
not tell you what this guy's
understand.
voice sounds like.
I did not even know of this dude's existence.
He speaks like this. He tells
Isn't he a Brit, yeah? He going around saying, I'm pretty sure.
No, he's not a fucking Brit.
No, and he's saying, hey,
real man.
Hey, bro, let me level with you. Women, right? Women be fucking tripping, bro. And women be like, you need to be a rich guy who's secure in himself, And the way you show your security is by buying lots and lots of cars and talking about it on social media. That's what secure people do.
He's not even from that continent.
That's what I imagine in my head.
Boy, I started life as a lowly chimney sweep, I did. And now
who is this person you're voicing?
I've never heard his voice, so I don't know.
Dick Van Dyke, maybe?
My name is Andrew Tate. My name is Dick Andrew Tate Van Dyke.
So I
don't know, man. We got 3 minutes left.
Yeah, Andrew Tate is getting beat up by the internet, and I'm kind of here for it. I get a kick out of the rise and fall of people.
Me too. It's a Schadenfreude kind of thing, especially if I don't like that person for whatever. And I didn't even know of this dude until I think people started talking about him on Twitch, and I started seeing like Aiden Ross or whoever mention. He's was a big streamer on Twitch. Anyways, all this stuff. So he came out of nowhere, and then I suddenly see everybody on Twitter talking about it, and I'm like, okay, the power of what is it called, the Streisand effect?
Yeah,
it's like, hey, nobody give this guy attention. Oh, I didn't know about this guy. Who? But yeah. So
what he did is really interesting, right? So however he made his money, he did, but how he came to fame as far as we're concerned,
sex trafficking. Is that what he got accused for?
He's accused of doing some sex trafficking, but in any case,
that's not where the money came from.
No, that
was a passion project.
Okay.
Kyle's trying to finish his thought.
Sorry,
lost it.
You were talking about how he came onto the scene. However, he made his money.
He just went and did tons of podcasts, and then those got chopped up. So what you've got to understand, regardless of what you think of Andrew Tate, everything you've probably ever seen of him, all those videos of him saying outrageous things, are from 10 podcasts filmed over the course of 1 or 2 months. And I've seen the outtakes of those things. And what did he say? It was something crazy. It was like, if my son drove a Toyota, I'd fucking kill him. Or something she's like, really? You'd kill him? Well, maybe I wouldn't go that far. And has a joke with her. What he's doing is he's trying to be the Confucius says of ridiculosity and testosterone. And everybody's like, oh, this guy's a cult leader. And it's like, you're the one that's sharing his video, dude. What are you, a cult member?
He is 60% of what he pretends to be, right? He takes his actual feelings about dating and masculinity, hypes it up to something a little silly, but he's a half silly to start with.
Yeah.
And
we'll see if he's guilty of anything.
He made his money in two ways that we know of. One, he would do this like boyfriend scam where he'd bring girls into his place, convince them that, you know, they were going to be in love forever, get them on OnlyFans, and just sort of played with their emotions and teasing until they're on OnlyFans making money on his behalf. 6 girls.
Top
and that, I guess, is sex trafficking or something. And to me, it just seems like manipulation. That's the shady part. The less shady part is he got people to sign up for Hustler University. So this is like a Discord server. And then he had, well, hang on. So he has like 6, 8, 12 people working for him, teaching classes on how to make money. And some of them are your typical internet, like, oh, just start dropship, do affiliate links on Amazon or whatever, and do SEO and make your site popular. And that's one thing. But some of them were stuff I hadn't heard of before, like learn Photoshop, get into making corporate logos. People pay $2,500 for work you can do in 3 hours. And I'm like, well, shit, that does seem like for someone who hustles and has a little talent and wants to learn a skill, like it is a viable sort of job someone could make. And he's just doing this like, hey, here are opportunities to make more than you do now. What are you doing now? You working at fucking 7-Eleven?
Tell them how many users that thing has and what they pay, though. That's key.
I forget the numbers, but it worked out to like millions per month.
Millions.
I'm an undergrad at Hustler University.
Call it a couple 100,000 users paying a couple $100 a piece.
He says 140. Zach says 140K, and I'm pretty sure it was $50 each.
Jesus
for
Christ!
140,000
farming
people.
The saddest people on the internet.
Yes,
just literally, it's so gross.
The hardworking, the ambitious.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing I admire about Andrew Tate, which is dangerous to admire anything about him. Like you put that opportunity in front of like a Hutch or C-Nanners. Forget the scammy part, but just work super hard. You want to go on fucking 4 podcasts a day and like make 10 hours a day of content? Do you want to work nonstop and change your financial life? A lot of people are like, no, that's not what I'm all about. I'm all about work-life balance. Andrew Tate is like, fuck, yeah, I'll sleep less. I will work 18 hours a day every day.
I just feel like it's
so I can make this happen.
My ladies will sleep less. They will work 18 hours.
I just feel like you're really ignoring the colossal elephant in the room here. Like
yeah,
okay.
No, that's fair. But what he's doing is mean. It's shady. Even the happy customers on Hustler University are probably being lied to and scammed a little bit about the possibilities, right?
We love our we got our money's worth.
Wait, Woody, I'm an undergrad at Hustler University, and you're telling me that my major in keeping it real isn't going to help anything?
Taylor, listen, I have a 4-year ITT Tech collegiate offer to send you. Full Sail University is waiting for you.
Yeah. I'm a star in the Hustler University volleyball team.
Yeah.
Oh my
George Santos joke. But
anyway, a minor in street smarts.
But yeah, so he worked as much as a human can work. And that part of it is that, like, he did hustle.
Yeah. Lots of shitty people work so hard. Like, I would argue some of the shittiest. Like Mao.
No one ever said Hitler shirked
well, actually, that's true. Hitler.
They were like, Hitler, go home. You're doing too much.
Hitler, get out of here, man. You're burning the candle at both ends.
There's got to be a balance. They're saying Eva Braun's at home. You don't have to get every fucking Jew. And he's like 999.
Like,
take a guy who's not
read that Henry Ford book.
Right? I want to talk about Landmark, the Twitch streamer. This guy, I'm making this up. I don't know it to be true. I think he's earned enough to retire.
Yeah.
And he still works, 8 hours a day, every day. He's still out there grinding, even though he's not hurting for money anymore. And I admire that in some way. It's not me, right? I did it for a while. I guess I paid my dues, but I just like guys who work really hard. I think it's admirable. There's something admirable in that. And
you don't have to work yourself to death, though. There are other ways. There's not one true path, Like grind set mentality is so awful in my mindset. It is like the antithesis to what I follow. And so, like, sure, it works for everyone. It's like weight loss, whatever you need to do to get yourself into a better position. But
you might be right, and I admit I might be wrong, right? So I'm open to that idea. I do think that when it's content creation, there's a bit of strike while the iron is hot. You don't have a 25-year window to pace yourself.
Right.
It's like my YouTube career, right? It's like, I always sort of thought I've got 7 years to play YouTube. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to have a 35-year YouTube career. Look at the popular TV shows, whether they be Friends or How I Met Your Mother or whatever. They don't run that. They don't run a human's career. They're just
South Park, checkmate. And that was PKA 637. Thank you so much, Tucker, for coming on. All of the links to the wonderful things he do
Thank
below.
you,
But you
Shaq.
already know where he is. He's got to go.